Hey, how's it going? I want to share with you some really specific things you can do if you're dealing with a spoiled kid, or things you can do that will avoid your child becoming more and more spoiled. First things first, I just want to get to the point, right? I don't want to talk about brain science or any fluff. So, number one, make them share. However, you don't even have to say the word share to help them share. Here's a couple tips and pointers to help your kids share. One, have them be able to use the phrase, one more minute. If they can hold on to an item for one more minute, they are so much more likely to give it over. And that one more minute might be 5 seconds, 10 seconds. They don't know at a young age the difference between minutes and seconds. So they're just going to one more minute and just hand it over. It's cool to give them those skills. When you give a kid a skill of saying one more minute, you can have the other kid who's now waiting, teach them to wait. Go do something. Have fun while you wait for that item. And oftentimes they get distracted and they're off to doing something else. If they're counting over somebody, 1, 2, then you just give them the skill of saying, all right, if you're going to count, it's not going to be just 1 minute. It's going to be 2 minutes. It's going to be 5 minutes. So just go find something to do. Another cool trick with having them share, if you ever have older kids, having one kid break the item and the next kid gets to choose which one they want. So that kind of helps them understand that you better cut it very evenly because the next person is going to choose maybe the bigger portion. And the last thing about sharing, the cool thing is you can have the first person get a small portion or smaller duration of time. All right, you want to go first? All right, you get 5 minutes on the device, and you can go second. You can get 10 minutes on the device. And oftentimes when you set that up, now they're, oh, you can go first. No, you go first. No. So now they're learning that skill that if you wait for things, when you share with somebody, you can, there's the consequences can be good. Another thing we talked about is not making them the center of attention all the time. They're your kids, they're cute, you want to give them attention, you want to give them your love and give them gifts, but it should not always be one-sided, always directed at them. We should reverse it, and that attention should come towards us, our hobbies, our enjoyable stuff as well. Do those things, and also we can direct that attention with you and your kid towards something else rather than always towards your kid. Man, can you imagine if someone always gave you attention? It would make you feel amazing, right? But it would also give you this sense of power over that person. So just be careful with too much attention. Let them be bored. If you go to the grocery store, you go to a restaurant, you go get your hair cut and your kid has to wait for you, they do not always have to have a device in their hand. Actually, try to never have them have a device in their hand. It's not needed. For most kids, they can entertain themselves. And if they can't, then you're going to give them the skill. One skill you can help them build is, let's see if this will be dark enough for you, is just by giving them some ideas of things they can do. So you might have a small page like this where you can write different items. Maybe this is Play-Doh, reading, get a snack, go play outside. And now they have items that they can choose from that will keep themselves entertained. When they do one, they did Play-Doh, they're going to cross it off. Now I'm going to choose go outside. So this is a way for them to kind of create their own adventure and fill up their day with things that will entertain themselves, but know that they can also just chill, just sit on the couch and be. They don't always need a device. They don't always need to be on electronics. They don't always need to be entertained. Do not accept rudeness. This does not mean we need to get angry at them, but we're always using this as a teaching moment. I kind of say teaching, but our emotions in this moment is cool and calm, and remember that they are learning how to behave from our actions more than our words. So it is a calm, try again. If you don't want something, you just say no thanks. Right? We're correcting them with a cool, calm voice. I promise you, if you use cool, calm, which is the next one, using a neutral tone of voice, your kids are going to be so much less likely to push back against you. However, if you were to use a more aggressive tone, do not talk to me that way. If you talk, right, if we aggressive, they're going to push back. They're going to, or shut down or push back, one of those two. But if you use a neutral, they're more likely to just correct their behavior and learn from the moment. Super simple, right? My name's Mike. If you haven't known, I like offering up parenting advice and giving you really simple and practical things that you can implement right away. But how? How do we actually put those into practice? So if you're looking for a little more help, someone to hold your hand and give you feedback and answer your specific questions, you can feel free to DM me on Instagram or click the link down below this video, and I will reach out to you personally and show you how I can hold your hand, how I can help you and your family with your specific challenges. And that's my greatest joy, is being able to really influence a parent's behavior and make small changes that will make lasting and positive changes in their home and in the lives of their children. So check it out. DM me if you're interested.